Hello everybody, I'm meteorologist Ashley Smith here in the First Alert Streaming Center on this Sunday with your Sunday morning streaming show. And it has been a cold morning. It's cold in here as well. So yes, I'm sure that we're all kind of suffering together. It is going to be very similar today compared to what we had yesterday. So if you can kind of remember what that was like, that's pretty much what you're going to experience today. But we do start that warming trend tomorrow. So this. Okay, there we go. So that's good news there that we are going to start to see some warmer weather if you don't like the cold weather. Unfortunately, for those that have been dreaming of a white Christmas, those dreams are not going to come true here. Now, you could probably travel, and actually we could talk about that. I think I have that graphic loaded in for the chances of a white Christmas across other parts of the country. But yeah, it doesn't look like that's going to be happening around here. So let's kind of dive in. If you are, maybe you're not tailgating, but you are going to the Bengals game. By the way, look at this. These planes that kind of have the banners with them. Earlier, there was one here and there was another one not too far behind it. So I think taking advantage of a lot of eyeballs on some of those banners today with this interstate rival, of course, as the Bengals play the Browns. They're at Paycor Stadium, which of course you can see just barely off there in the distance. Traffic has definitely increased on the Taylor Southgate Bridge. Earlier this morning, we were showing this shot, and actually there was a point, and it was even in the 8 o'clock hour, maybe at 8:30, there was no traffic on the bridge whatsoever. But anyways, lots more people getting out and about. I'm sure if you're not going to the game, you're doing maybe some Christmas prep. Maybe you're going somewhere to watch the game. So probably a busy day for many of us here in the tri-state. So right now, 26 degrees here in Cincinnati. It is a cold morning. It's going to remain a very cold day, really all day long. There's another, that's probably the same plane actually, it's just from a different view. But yes, excuse me, we've been seeing a flurry of activity across the area this morning. But clear skies, that's going to last throughout the rest of the day today. And then we are talking about warmer weather finally moving into the area tomorrow. That's when those temperatures return into the 40s. Now, as we look ahead to the week, there are a lot of rain chances. We're talking about off and on showers for much of the week. But not looking at severe weather. We're not looking at any kind of torrential rains. It's just going to be kind of soggy. No one day is a total washout, nothing like that. But yes, it is just going to be kind of a wet and very mild week ahead. And even as we look at the Christmas Day forecast, we're going to have scattered showers with mild weather. Today, nothing here locally on radar as we widen the view. Even if you're traveling today, I think you're going to be okay. We see even less amounts of precipitation on radar today compared to yesterday, just a few flurries across parts of Ohio into the upper Ohio Valley as well. Kind of some lake effect snow, really, but nothing significant. So even if you're traveling, I think, you should be okay to get ahead of that Christmas travel, perhaps. Good morning, Lemmy. Okay, so I don't know that I made sure. Okay, yeah. So temperatures right now in the 20s. We started off in the teens, so we've already started to warm things up. This is, of course, a lot of the reason why we're warmer now is just the sun. And the problem is eventually that kind of caps out. And that's what's going to happen this afternoon with those temperatures only climbing barely above freezing. So 25 right now in Richmond and in Harrison, 26 at CVG, 25 at Lunken and in Wilmington, 27 in Falmouth. Not much of a wind. As a matter of fact, let's just to show. The winds right now are showing calm in every location except Wilmington is showing 6 miles per hour. So we can pop up the wind chill, but it's going to be very similar to the actual temperature. Not much of a wind chill in too many locations. By the way, I was looking at Perfect North, and they are making a lot of snow. And it's unfortunate for them that we're going to be looking at warmer weather. I think they're trying to get ahead of it, get a good snowpack down. But with these temperatures consistently being rather warm, I wouldn't be surprised if they have to pause operations again. The good thing for them is that I was just talking to Steve Horstmeyer. He was in here earlier this morning. We do look at cold air for like the middle to the end of January. However, before we get there, it's going to be very warm. So we've got two different things to talk about. A really warm period beginning tomorrow, continuing for a while, almost 2 weeks as a matter of fact. And then we start to see a big drop in temperatures. But so we'll talk all about that coming up here. At CVG right now, those temperatures still in the 20s. For the most part, a light wind. So no wind chill to speak of there. So that's the good thing today. Of course, this is December football. This is not unusual for us to have cold air playing there at Paycor Stadium in December. But if you remember, the Steelers game was really cold, but it was also very windy. The wind chill was really important that day. Today, there's not much of a wind chill. So, okay, if you're heading out and about this evening, perhaps heading to Festival of Lights, Florence Y'alls, Deck the Y'alls, or Winterfest, temperatures will drop into the 20s once that sun sets. And today, sunset is at 5:20, the first full day of winter. And so those temperatures are going to drop pretty rapidly. Just got like a series of text messages. Let me see here. Okay. So yes, if you are heading out and about this evening, bundle up. Okay, just wanted to look at what I have ahead. Okay, so game day forecast, obviously cold this morning. Temperatures in the 20s for tailgating if people are heading out for tailgating now, and then warming only into the 30s during the game. Here's a look ahead to those chances for rain. So let me take this full so that you can see all of the details here. But we see our first chance for rain late Monday night into the first part of the day on Tuesday. Now, this is going to all be very scattered. You'll notice here that nothing is super nothing is super organized until we get into Friday and into the weekend. So when we see these rain chances from Monday night through Tuesday, Wednesday, it's all very scattered. So keep that in mind. By the time that we get to Friday, that's when we kind of start to see this become more organized. The system moves in from the southwest and brings us more in the way of heavier rain, more widespread showers. Perhaps we could have a rumble of thunder. Again, I don't expect severe storms, but definitely a rumble of thunder is possible as the system dives northeast from the southwest, and that brings us kind of those dynamics where we could have a few thunderstorms. Now, just because we're talking about thunderstorms does not mean severe weather. It just means that the rain could be heavier. So that's what happens here Friday evening into Saturday and Sunday, widespread showers. Again, this is next weekend, so the weekend between Christmas and New Year's, looking like it's going to be quite wet. But with that wet weather comes warm weather. And I have some stats here. So this Christmas, our high temperature is going to be 50. And if we look back at, the past several Christmases, kind of the past 3 have been notable. So last year it was 59 degrees. The normal high on Christmas, by the way, is about 42 degrees. I guess I could look that up exactly. But if you remember, 2 years ago in 2022 was when we had all of that snow. Let me actually look up. Let me see here. Let's go back to December. Go. Okay. Let's see. When did we get most of that snow? That's when we saw. There we go. So that was on the 22nd. Oh, so this is the anniversary of that, I guess, really. The 22nd of December was when we had almost 4 inches of snow, but it was 45 degrees on the 22nd, and then it was 10 on the 23rd. -8 was the low on the 23rd. So that's when those temperatures dropped dramatically, and we saw all of that snow. But that Christmas, our high on Christmas Day was only 17 degrees. Again, that was back in 2022. 17 degrees was our high temperature. Whew! I remember, especially when we got all that snow, even though it wasn't a ton of snow, seemed like a lot more than 3.6 inches. But then the next day we got 1.6. So within 2 days we saw more than 5 inches of snow. And then it was just so cold and it was so windy. The drifting of the snow was crazy. That I remember the most. But if we go back to 2021, that was our record on Christmas. Our record was 69 degrees set back in 2021. So again, we've had some pretty notable Christmases the past several years with kind of fluctuating temperatures. But yes, the normal high is 41 on Christmas. 2020 it was 18 degrees, 2019 65, and then it was kind of mild in 2018. 26 was the high, 17, 50, 16. So it's kind of like every other year has been like we'll go mild, cold. But this year and last year are both going to be mild. 50 this year, 59 last year. But yeah, good morning, Tom. I think we all probably remember 2022. I know some people were even out of town, but they still remember because, of course, we were seeing all the images. It was just so windy. The wind chill was crazy. Okay, moving on. All right, let me show you that 7-day forecast featuring, again, that warming trend beginning tomorrow. And a lot going on in this 7-day forecast because there's a lot of holidays. Of course, today is game day. Tomorrow, just another Monday. It's Festivus. So if you are a Seinfeld fan, you know what that is. Temperatures in the mid 40s tomorrow. Christmas Eve, slight chance of showers. Christmas Day, slight chance of showers. It's also the first night of Hanukkah on Christmas on the 25th. So 50 degrees for Wednesday, 53 Thursday, mid to upper 50s Friday and Saturday, but it's going to be wet. And Thursday, by the way, is Kwanzaa. So yeah, a lot going on here. However, look at this. So once we warm above freezing tomorrow, which should happen before noon, probably around 10, 11 a.m., we're already above freezing. We stay above freezing not only through the rest of this 7-day forecast, but when we look at beyond the 7-day forecast, we don't dip below freezing until the morning of January 3rd. So from December 23rd until January 3rd. So that's more than 10 days. What is that, 11 days with temperatures above freezing? So again, that's why it's kind of unfortunate for Perfect North that they've had really nice weather today for skiing, for snowboarding, for tubing. I saw the snow tubes they were running, and they're making a lot of snow right now, but they're likely going to have to pause operations with these temperatures getting close to 60 degrees. But then we kind of flip-flop. So after a nice long stretch of warm weather, we go back to cold air for the 3rd and 4th and even beyond that. That's what I was mentioning that Steve and I were talking about, that there is kind of that Arctic chill by the middle to the end of January. So in the 3 to 4 week outlook from the Climate Prediction Center. So, and it kind of aligns with our forecast too. So just something to keep in mind as you plan ahead for like the middle of January. It looks cold. But ahead of that, very warm weather. Oh, I went too far. Yeah, let's look back at this 7-day. Happy holidays, William. It's weird. This looks blurry on my end. Hopefully it's not blurry on your end. There's no reason for it to be blurry. I mean, we're hardwired in here, but anyways. Who knows? These things are beyond my control and my expertise for that matter. Yeah, again, another cold day today, but then we start that warming trend, and I mean, it just stays with us. Yesterday I was saying every day is warmer than the previous, but there was like one day where it wasn't. Now that actually is true. So each and every day is warmer than the previous one here on that 7-day forecast, and then even beyond the 7-day forecast remains pretty warm. Okay. Excuse me. Okay, I think that's all that I have for you guys, unless anybody has any questions. Good morning, Tim. I'm going to go get some things done before the game. I posted a video to our website, but apparently I didn't. Or not our website, to our app. And then I was going to post it to the website. I ran into a problem, so I'm going to have to fix that. Oh, no, it did post. It just took a while. There we go. Okay, good. So, yeah, so I have a fresh video up there at the top of the don't know if you guys can see that. So yeah, you kind of can. The top of the of our app. Okay, good. I'm glad that worked. Good, good, good. Okay. I was going. Usually when I'm done here, let me see if it. Where did it go? See, yeah, okay. I'm sorry. I should really stop doing that. I mean, obviously I would love to stop coughing, but I should stop coughing into the mic. I apologize. Anyways, usually I end these by telling you, oh, I'll be back with you at whatever time. I don't really know. The holidays are a tricky time around here. I'm sure any workplace it's probably like that. But I will more than likely be doing 19 at noon tomorrow. That I'm like 99% sure about. So yes, so I will definitely see you then. Of course, Ethan will be in this evening, and he will have your streaming show at 6. And then I think our newscast is on time tonight. I don't think there's any kind of sports. You know, that's the other thing this time of year, that the sports schedule, because of course with now college football playoffs and bowl games and NFL winding down on Saturday and Sunday, it's hard to pay attention to what's on when. Okay, so we have a game on tonight, or on Fox 19, the 4 o'clock game, but I don't know which game it is. And then yes, so our newscast is on time. So we'll have our 10 and 11 o'clock newscast this evening. Yeah. So yeah, so you can catch the latest weather there, and again, online as well. And then Ethan will have your streaming show tonight at 6. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I hope that everybody enjoys their Sunday. Hopefully you have some time to watch that Bengals game. Should be a pretty good game. And of course, we'll have all of the post-game coverage here on Fox 19 this evening as well. All right, have a good one. I'll see you tomorrow.